Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Raw Food Muscle. I'm Santiago and today I'm styling in my new Popeye shirt. I just got it today. So I had to style and profile all y'all out there. And in great honor of the man Popeye, I'm making some spinach today. Some of y'all have been asking me about the dehydrating spinach, and so I figured I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it step by step. And some of you have actually asked, what's the difference nutritional value, is dehydrating spinach as good as, fresh spinach? And, you kind of have to keep everything in perspective because, if you go out and you buy organic spinach, which is, I got this from BJ's, an organic store, and, I'm not the organic store, but it's organic. But BJ's is like, the big wholesale type place. But anyway, so I went ahead and got this. Now, it's organic, but, it's not, 10 feet away as opposed to my garden. So, when I have fresh spinach growing inside of my garden, which one is better? Is that better? Because I can go right outside my own house and grab it and bring it back in my house as opposed to this thing. It's wrapped in plastic. It's traveled, I don't know how many miles to get to its destination. So, you have to kind of keep things into perspective. So, as far as dehydrating the spinach, it still has its nutritional value, and probably not as good as fresh spinach. But, compare it to, it's not like, your burgers and your fries, okay? So, if you can compare things like that, dehydrating spinach is still much better than your egg white protein powders, okay, or your whey protein powders. So it absorbs into your body much more easier, and you don't have a lot of the toxins that are involved in some of those processed proteins. So try to keep that in mind. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you real quick how I do this, and it's real simple because all you do is just pack up the dehydrator with the spinach, okay? And you kind of just go around here on the sides, and what you want to do is make sure you pack it up. Not too thick, but thick enough. And then you want to make sure you don't get it around the edges so that way it closes up. Okay, you don't want nothing sticking out. Alright, just like that. Maybe add a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do next is just add another tray, just like this. And the kind of nice thing about these trays is that, you can buy and stack them like about 10 of them up high. So then I'm going to do the same thing. And then as I'm doing this, I just want to make sure that I don't overpack it, okay? And then when you put it in the dehydrator, you basically let it sit in there overnight, okay? I'm going to do another one. So you're talking about around 12, 14 hours or so, something like that, okay? And now once the very top goes on here, it's going to kind of just press everything down because the top of the dehydrator on this specific one has got some weight on it. So it's just going to press everything down. And see how I got this whole entire tray or container on basically, let's see, 3 trays. And that's it. And I probably could have divvied that out a little bit better. But now I'm just going to put the top on here. Just like that. Okay, and that's pretty much it. When you just close this thing up, and then when you set it, you want to set it, we usually set ours at about 105 degrees. You make sure you don't want to go above, 118. Some people say 116, some people say 115, some people say 112. I don't know. I just, keep it around 107 just to kind of be on the safe side. So that's really kind of on your call. The difference is that it'll dehydrate a lot faster. So in terms of if you set it up on a higher temperature. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let this sit overnight and let it do its thing, and then I'm going to follow up with you guys the next morning And so I'll just be back in a second and you guys see the end result. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back, and this has been sitting overnight. So now you can tell when it's ready, okay, because what will happen is it'll get really flaky and crunchy. See that? That's like nothing but crunch right there. Now, so all I'm going to do now, I kept this container, because all I'm going to do is just pour this stuff in here. Now the top rack had the least amount in it, but as you can see, look at the huge difference. And you can already tell the difference in space this is going to take. Now you can't really see how it's really going to make a difference, but check this out. Because all I'm going to do is start crushing it up with my hand. Nothing fancy. This is all I'm doing is just crushing it up with my hand. Just like that. And you see how it's starting to just turn into a powder. You know, this doesn't require any kind of fancy machines, except for the dehydrating part, that is. And just look at that. I mean, that's just so much of a difference in the amount of space that it normally takes when it's fresh. Not knocking on the freshness, because I really prefer it fresh, but, you know, when I'm truly trying to conserve space and make things more convenient for on the go, this is definitely a plus. Okay? So all I'm doing is just going a little bit more over it, turning it as much as I can into the powder. Now look at that. I mean, now this whole thing was completely filled, and now it's just like so small. So all I'm going to do now is take my container where I have my spinach in, and it's just a little funnel that came with our canning supplies. You don't have to use this. You can, you know, use a paper funnel, make it easier for you. And all I'm going to do is just pour it right in there. And that's it. Boom. Done. Look at that. I mean, look at the space. Because this thing right here, even if I put it in a plastic bag and put it in the freezer, it's still going to take a big amount of space. And, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. And I could just, you know, grab a tablespoon of this, put it in my shakes, I'll put it in my smoothies, and I'm ready to go. So, just something that's convenient. It's pretty easy to do, because all you're doing is put it in a dehydrator, and that's it. That's all you're doing. The rest is you're just crushing it by hand. So, like I said, you know, it's just nice and convenient to be able to have, you know, high protein from greens, you know, that's easily storable. So, anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. What I'm going to try to do next time is show you how you can make all kinds of different shakes to get your energy on, to get your protein on, and of course everything comes from amino acids, okay? So your dark greens is part of that. That's all I'm trying to say. You got to get your dark greens, so you can do this with kale, collards, spinach, whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat. So you guys try this out. Let me know what you think, and you know, I'll keep throwing some stuff out to you, okay? So I'll see y'all next time on the Raw Food Muscle.